Hello everyone, my name is Raghav Jain and I have recently secured 127 All India rank in UPSC Civil Service Examination 2019. So today I am here to share some of my strategy, how I carry out my schedule and what were the books that I read so that it can help you further for the future candidates. So basically it was my third attempt and I gave one attempt in 2017. I cleared the prelims and I was not able to clear the mains, but then again I went for 2018 and I was not able to clear prelims also. So that time that was very much disappointing and demotivating. But yeah, once you crossing in this journey, you would get to know that yes, you need to keep patience and belief in yourself that you can do it, and consistency is something which will definitely pay you back. And today I am here to the other side of the line. So now starting with the strategy, I would like to say, like when we talk about the prelim examination, there are certain myths like when you are preparing for the mains, you are indirectly preparing for the prelims. Yes, that is true, but it cannot be taken as a blanket statement, because prelims is more of a factual kind of a paper and the questions which are being asked these days are pretty much factual. So I would suggest that whatever you are reading and whatever you are learning, you should go that very deeply. You should not just go over through it, you should be retaining it in your head so that when it comes in the exam, you are able to recall it to the precise point, because they are giving very confusing options and you need to learn to the very specific things. Talking about the books, for history I looked for Spectrum, and for polity I went for Lakshmikant, and geography I went for like NCERTs +1 and +2. These are very good books, +1 +2 NCERTs, and you can definitely go for that. And talking about economics, I went for Sri Ram Institute notes. They are available in the market, so you can go for it. And when it comes to environment, I read some notes from Shankar IAS and some internet notes from environment website. Art and culture, when we talk about, you can go for very institute notes like which you are available in the market, like Vajiram or Vision. Everything is available there in the market and you can go for that. You don't have to go through the entire book of art and culture. People will suggest you to go for Nitin Singhania, but I personally see that it is a very lengthy book and you cannot retain everything of that. So go for some institute notes and some current related information related to art and culture. Yeah, current affairs is a very important topic in prelims also. We have witnessed that when we talk about current affairs, approximately minimum 25 questions will be there, especially related to the government schemes and the international relations. So these are the two areas, especially in the current affairs, you need to focus upon especially. And for that you can go for different sources. I personally went for the PT 365 from Vision Institute, so you can refer them, they are good enough. But yes, one thing you need to be sure about is that you have to learn that very thoroughly. You can't go again simply overall mere reading. You need to learn so that you can recall them at time of examination. So now coming for mains examination, I'll suggest that you need to work on the core aspects, especially when it comes to paper 2 GS. They are asking general questions, static questions as compared to current oriented. So if your core is strong, then you will be in a situation to answer them. When we talk about paper 1, majority of the questions are history and geography, that are basically static and nothing to do with current affairs. And social sector, yes, when we are social issues, that is an area which is being asked these days, and it is general questions, you can score good on them. So it is something which you should work upon and should not be ignored totally. Talking about paper 3, this is a very mix up of economics and security. So I personally referred Vision Mains 365 for all these aspects, and it actually paid me back because they have a good compilation and you don't waste time when it comes to collecting the notes. So it's like a bit of reduced workload for yourself. Paper 4. Paper 4 is a very big changer. People take ethics as a very ignorant subject, thinking that okay, these are very general questions. I say that when I was not able to clear the mains in 2017, the whole reason for the same was paper 4. I scored just 81 marks, and that was a complete reason that I was not able to clear. I have not got the mark sheet till now, but I can say it myself that this time I worked on paper 4 a lot better and I was able to score better. I am sure about it because you get to know when you are writing good answers, you are not doing it just for the sake of writing common general things. So paper 4, focus on recent examples when it comes to ethics, and focus on the case studies and some good vocabulary when it comes. You can refer the syllabus also when it comes to ethics paper. So a combination and a mere good attention towards paper 4 is also required, which students generally ignore. Essay, again a big changer, because if you are getting a good marks in essay, you should aim minimum for 140 to 150 marks. So it can compensate for one particular subject at which you are not able to score good. So essay is something again you should focus upon, and you should write essay often. For example, you can do it once in a fortnight when you are preparing, and then you can increase the intensity as the paper comes into the picture. So this was about the mains examination, and coming about the interview. Interview is all about the personality traits. People tend to learn more and more about the current affairs, about the things which are going around. I personally feel that the questions which were being asked to me were more of related to my DAF, and they were checking on my traits. So how confident you are you choking in between when they are contradicting you, or are you in a situation so that you can stand up to yourself and other person is not able to manipulate or influence you so easily. So this will learn over the period of time, but yes, being confident and have a good stand on your point is very important when it comes to interview also. So I'll be sharing the mark sheet also in coming times, but yeah, this is a general idea about how the whole process goes. So thank you so much, and thank you to National Digital Library for making this possible for future candidates. And so I hope I say all the best to everyone. Good luck.